Okay, good morning. Okay, switching gears. We're switching gears. This is not really stable. Okay, so, okay, let me get a chair to sit down so that I can read it with you. Put that over there. Okay, everybody, switching gears. This thing is so not stable. Okay, I need to find an alternative. Okay, so today we are going to be reading about Taurus in school. Now, we did it before. We have read it before. Remember that you were all outside. But that video got deleted. So we're going to do it again. But forget that I even said that. Okay, so, what you're going to do is you're going to open your tablets. Okay, tablets. Kindles, okay? Open them up to, let's see. And then, so what we're going to do is turn it on. Just a little tutorial of how to turn it on, turn it off, okay? And so then you're going to go to the category of, now what I'm going to have you do is I'm going to be having you, read Taurus in daily life, because Taurus in daily life is pretty easy and pretty light reading. All you can do is, you can, because all it has is like Taurus at home, Taurus health, Taurus fashion. It's pretty, light reading, not a lot of astrological facts and all the information, details, and all that kind of stuff. So I think that is a pretty fun and light reading section to do. So then we're at Taurus in school to talk about the learning style, which this is kind of ironic because they're all closed now. All of the schools are shut down because of the virus, because of the pandemic. So so what you're going to do when you go to that category is you're going to go down, and down is the forward button. And to go forward even more, then you're going to go down again, and then when you want to go back, you click the up arrow, okay? Then you can go back and forth. Okay, so, do we get how to do that? Okay, so, let's see. What are you doing? Okay. So, let's see. Okay. So, the quote, which begins every section, is, this one says, the most effective way to do it is to do it. You won't get anything accomplished if you don't actually do something about it. So that should be pretty easy and pretty short, because that's the only way that you'll get it accomplished. So just do it. That one is by Amelia Earhart. And you know who she is. She was, a night in the museum. I think that she sailed over the Atlantic Ocean or the Pacific Ocean. I didn't really remember which one. But she was the first woman to fly over. Veda Pioneer, author, and Taurus rising. She has a Taurus ascendant and a sun in Leo, or on July 24. I don't really know why that's in there, but it does apply to the ascendant equally it does to the sun. Okay, so it says, and I'm reading, okay? So in school, Taurus children have an even-keeled, steady approach to learning. They understand that they'll be given lessons and tasks within certain perimeters. So they're very steady and even-keeled about it. And they don't mind this, as what is expected of them will be obvious, and they prefer this kind of clarity. So, clear-cut directions, given to them in that way. They are determined and diligent. It may take them longer than their peers to complete their assignments, but their work gets done nonetheless. So they're determined. When they start something, they're determined to see it through. They're determined to get it done. And it may take them longer, and we'll touch on that more here, because that's just their style. Because they're one of the slower signs. But the thing still gets done, whatever it is. And they are quite thorough with the work. They're quite meticulous with what they're doing to make it the best and putting the most effort in it that they can. They won't be satisfied with turning in incomplete work because they really want to do well and strive to put in the effort and the time to do it. So this obviously means deadlines. They want to make it as perfect, and do it as well as possible. And if it says that here, then it's going to say that in the book for Capricorn, definitely in the book for Virgo, because they're the perfectionists of the zodiac. So the effort and the time, they'll pride themselves in doing high quality work. So then it goes to talk about, they're really good at, really focusing on something and doing it. They want to make it high quality. They want to do it well. So the most challenging part for Taurus is usually time constraints. If an assignment has a tight deadline, for example, or when they're taking a timed test, Taurus students may become stressed out, as they much prefer to work at their own pace. Adjusting to fit the system in this way can be difficult for them. They also do, obviously the time constraints doesn't work for them. They like to take their time, and when there is a tight deadline, when you have a certain number of days or number of hours or minutes to do this thing, that kind of stresses them out because it goes against them wanting to do really, really well, and it interferes with that. So they also do well with hands-on learning, since being able to lose themselves in an immersive experience makes sense to them. So hands-on activities, an immersive experience, using the body, using the senses, to do something, rather than just reading or just looking at the whiteboard and sitting and listening to a lecture. They prefer to do something hands-on, like build something or draw something, or whatever it may be, or get outside, or go outside and plant something. Do one of those biology photosynthesis process projects that would really be good for Taurus. Therefore, field trips, recess, gym, theater, and band class may be some of their favorites, as they allow them to use their bodies to connect to their learning experience. Now, if we talk about gym, being physical, recess, getting outside in fresh air and being physical, theater, dancing and acting and, talking and singing, band class, the attunement to instruments and music. They also enjoy extracurricular activities, allowing them to do the same things, such as dance class. So dancing, obviously all of you watching the Dance Moms, and vocal coaching, singing, especially if the school schedule doesn't offer them much opportunity to engage physically throughout the day. So, that's the whole thing with a Taurus, okay? So then, later in life, when Taurians decide they might like to pursue higher levels of study, whether it is college or other serious training progress to hone a skill, later in life, when they go find what career that they're going to do, then they will do it so with careful and thoughtful consideration. So they won't just go into it, just start something because it might be fun, and they just do it, and then they just change. They really ponder it, and they really think about it very, very critically and deeply before doing something. And that's also the case with how Taurians speak. It's practical, it's well thought, it sounds to the point. And my Mercury, by the way, if you did not know, is in the sign of Taurus. So if you think about it being very direct and not a lot of nonsense to it, and very, a slow, grounded sign, okay? And I've also was watching a video that Mercury and Taurus individuals, they kind of, take longer to speak, and the individuals wonder when you're gonna be done. But I don't think that I have that issue. So anyway, so careful and thoughtful consideration, thinking about it very critically and very carefully, and really thinking it through. They weigh all of the options, as Libra does. It's not something that they'll go into lightly, as they value they find importance their time and the resources. For example, money. How cheap it is. How expensive is it? And, about the, weighing those things down as well. And want to be sure it's the next right step. Thinking of something right, finding the happy place, and sticking to it. Not wanting change, sticking there. That's very Taurus. So they know that once they commit, they're all in, 110%. Once they find something, they're solid as a rock. They find it, and then they stick to it. And that could go with habits and foods that they like or whatever. So, in terms of careers, they may be drawn to pursue an education in the arts. That includes vocal performance, professional singers or rock singers or opera singers, I don't know, dancing, or even fine art or art history, seeing. Then with the singing, it's using the voice, and then dancing, obviously, the body. With the intention of working in a museum where they could be in charge of overseeing and organizing beautiful items. As you'll read in a Taurus home, there's usually art around. That's very Taurus, is the thing about art. And also, they're really good at fine-tuning. Fine-tuning means that they're really good at putting everything in its place and organizing everything around. That's what fine-tuning is. It's not like knitting and crocheting and all those kind of things. So, but the one sign that is the queen of that is Virgo. Taurians love to be surrounded by attractive things that carry special significance. So, what is real from nature? What is made from nature, natural, and what is significant? What is really beautiful and exquisite and natural, without a doubt. So many Taurus students will go to culinary school to learn skills that enhance their adoration of food, smelling, looking, tasting. Some may gravitate towards studying wine in hopes of becoming a sommelier, a buffet which uses their heightened sense of taste and smell. So wines. obviously you're tasting and you're smelling the wine. Make sure that it's aged properly. And none of you are old enough yet. Okay, well, I'm not going to say it, but so the Malbecs, the California Malbecs, have huge grape vineyards, where they harvest many different varieties, white, purple. And if you ever go there someday, you will be amazed at how huge and how widespread apart their fields are, and how fresh and wonderful tasting their grapes and wine is. Because they do it all in season, and they do it in the peak of freshness. So that's a very, very popular place for tourists to go. And also, nature, using their bodies for nature. So, I'm going to grab something.